Hey there, in this video I'm going to share with you all my travel experiences traveling to Bali and living there for months and months. I met a lot of travelers and even friends who came back from Bali having very ordinary experience or even totally disappointed. Now that's when I decided I will really share all my travel experiences which I have learned sometimes even the hard way, but I love Bali and I want you to come back with incredible experience and the wow factor for your travel experience. How to go to beaches which are not so crowded. How to go to waterfalls which are not overcrowded and deep inside the jungle. How to go to one of the world's best infinity pools hanging overlooking the ocean. How to prepare your itinerary. How to go to authentic restaurants. How to have real authentic Balinese experience, interact with the locals, connect with them, all together. And also there is a travel guide with this video. There's a link you can download, also a travel checklist. But the whole point is to make your travel experience a very smooth one and you come back with really wow factor of your travel experience and not any bad experiences. Point number one, where to stay. So one of the biggest mistake people do is look for a cheap deal, book a hotel in Kuta, Legian or Seminyak area. Seminyak is still okay, but Kuta and Legian are really overcrowded. So it's best to stay away from those commercialized areas. And for example, one of the best ones is Ubud. Ubud also is getting commercialized, but it's the cultural capital of Bali. And I recommend stay around 2-3 kilometers around Ubud, and you would be able to stay in a villa, for example, surrounded by lush green forest, which we do, for example, for our travel groups. Or you can stay in a place overlooking the rice fields or a river flowing by, anything like that. It is possible only in those areas. Also, number two is Canggu area, one of my favorite. I lived there months and months. Canggu is just surrounded by rice fields and also gives you access to the beach as well. Now another third area I recommend is Uluwatu area, the Bukit area, because all the best beaches of Bali are concentrated at that tip of Bali. So I recommend staying 2-3 days depending on how much time you have. Now it's very important you pretty much decide before you go to Bali where you want to stay, how many days, because I am presuming you have about 2 weeks or 10 days as I said. So it's very important how many days in Ubud area, Canggu area or Uluwatu area, or even to Nusa Penida and Gili Islands. So you need to decide. I have, as I said, recommended and created a few example itineraries which you can easily take some ideas. Number two, again a key ingredient for your amazing holiday is the beaches. Now Bali, you need to be careful because a lot of the beaches, especially the western side, a lot of rubbish comes from the other islands, from Java, and it dumps in Bali, and it's a huge problem. So the best beaches I recommend is of course the western, the Berava beach, Echo beach, Batu Bulon beach. I like them. But also I highly recommend the best ones is the Bukit area or the Uluwatu area. So there is the Thomas beach, there is the Uluwatu beach which is up on the cliff. You walk down and depending on the tide you can actually go under a little cave thing and it comes to a beautiful beach. Also you can sit down there for beautiful sunset as well and swim as well. A lot of the surfers gather there as well. Also another wild beach, if you would like, it's still wild, no sunbeds, nothing, no shops, is Nayang beach. It's called Nayang beach. You do have to go down. Again, it's an amazing beach, also famous for surfers, but also when there is low tide, there are natural pools, small pools where you can dip in. It's really cool. Also another one I highly recommend is Thomas Beach, also in the Uluwatu area. I will put the links of these ones. I will try to put the GPS locations as well in the guide. So have a look at the guide, you will know where to go. But really, those are the best beaches of Bali. But if you want even better, I would say hop into the boat and go to Gili Air, Gili Trawangan, really cool places, and also Nusa Penida. You cannot miss Nusa Penida. Even if you're going for 2 weeks holiday, you have to squeeze in Nusa Penida, and I have done a whole video on it to have this incredible nature experience, cultural experience, and how Bali used to be in the 1940s, 50s, 60s. Point number 3 is your dining experiences. Now, Bali is the paradise of organic food, healthy food, smoothie bowls in the morning to start your day with the organic smoothie bowl, you know, with all the fresh ingredients. It's just unbelievable. But also so many cafes and restaurants blooming up, tucked inside the little villages are amazing. For example, there is avocado factory surrounded by rice fields. Also in Ubud area, so many restaurants tucked inside the jungle even, or with infinity pools. There is even a restaurant, for example, a cafe. We were staying in Canggu, next to us was Pomelo. We used to go and have a nice dish. We were too hot, dip into the swimming pool. How cool is that? There is also, for example, beautiful dining experience of Swept Away with the river passing by, candlelight. It's just unbelievable. So I have listed tried and tested places only, and I have noticed that actually I went myself reading other bloggers recommendations, and so many of them are really overrated. So I have filtered out and only put the places which I have tried and tested. Point number 4 is one of the key ingredients for your incredible holiday experience is sunsets. Bali is famous for mesmerizing sunsets. So first area you can have is the Berava Beach, Echo Beach, Batu Bulan Beach. These are beautiful western side of Bali, very close to Canggu. That's why I was recommending Canggu to stay. Is you can go pretty much every day. Look at my photos and videos. It's so nice. There are these beach shacks. You can just sit for really great drink or just coconut and chill out and watch the sunset. But on the other side, the southern side, is the Uluwatu area, also incredible, but it's even nicer because it's high up on the cliff. And places like Single Fin, where you sit for a cocktail, one of the best cocktails, and just watch the sun melting down into the ocean, is so beautiful and relaxing after traveling a whole day in Bali all around. I have also listed more places, some hidden jewels in my guide, so please download and have a look, and you will really love those places. Point number 5 is rice paddy fields. Now, a very common one is the Tegenungan rice paddy field, which is not so far from Ubud, but again it is very beautiful. I recommend it, but I recommend also to go to Jatiluit if you have time. It's about 1.5 hours drive, but absolutely incredible and real authentic ones. People are farming, you can take part with the farmers, you can interact with them. Really beautiful authentic experience. Also another easy one is Canggu area, and I was living and working from there, co-working in different places, and working from beautiful cafes like Cloud9, Avocado, which are just surrounded by rice fields. So it's so beautiful just to have a drink, chill out. Really amazing. Point number 6 is which temples to visit. There is over 20,000 temples in Bali all over. Of course, it's not possible to visit every one of them, but no, but seriously, some of the best ones I personally recommend is Tirtha Empul, which is also a holy water spring, a temple. Gets crowded, but try to go early in the morning, a bit earlier. It would be absolutely beautiful experience. You will see the rituals, the locals coming, bathing and things like that. Another one similar is Gunung Kawi, also very beautiful and less touristy. Or another one I would say is Goa Gaja, is the elephant cave one. It's really nice as well. Also a bit of tourist, but it's something very nice to see. So there is plenty of temples to see, and I have listed more of them in my guide. Point number 7 is waterfalls. But one of the biggest mistake people do is to go to Tegenungan waterfall, which is really hit by mass tourism. It's a very beautiful one, but there's crowds of people. So I highly recommend going to places like Kanto Lampo. Incredible. Have a look at my photo. But also just don't take photo and come out of there. Go to the left hand side where the locals are bathing, washing. You just dip into the water, play with the children if you want. Just enjoy the nature there. It's amazing. Also another one I highly recommend is Aling Aling waterfall. But this is up north. Most of the beautiful waterfalls in Bali are up north. You do have to travel 1 hour, 2 hours approximately, but they are well worth because they are deep inside the jungle. It's a beautiful, incredible experience. Point number 8, I don't know. Okay, doesn't matter. Point number 8, how to move around basically. And one of the best ways is definitely hire a scooter. I know some people are a bit scared. Some people are excited, but I definitely recommend because it's so cool to go and to go around the small villages through the streets which are not crowded, because traffic is a big problem. Now, of course, a scooter mainly I recommend because if you are going for like 10 days, 7 days or 12 days, just hire a scooter to go short distances and local villages and all that, not the long distance. For those ones, definitely hire a car and the driver. Now the driver can make or break your holiday, honestly speaking, because there are a lot of them which really, there are scams and things like that going on. I'm not going to go too much into it now, but just a word of warning, you need to select very carefully, and sometimes it's better to pay a little more and have the very trusted and reputable ones. Now there is suggested itineraries where to go logistically, which areas, because traffic has become a big problem in Bali. So I have put in my guidebook lot of suggested itineraries as well, and also if you need more help with your logistics and transports, we can help you out as well. Absolutely no problem at all. Point number 9 is adventure. Now if you would like to go for a bit of something out of your comfort zone, definitely there is quite a few different options to excite yourself. For example, one of the easy ones but really exciting one is the rafting, and there is 2 different areas. You definitely go for the white water rafting, and it's also usually includes lunch during that day. It's really good option, I would say. Also another one is Mount Batur climbing. That's also something very nice. There is also different other options. You need to just look into it. I will try to put some links as well in my guidebook so that it's helpful for you. Now a bonus tip is definitely go for a spa or a massage. So there are plenty, and I have seen people getting addicted to it, and Bali is one of the places where you can get very good value for money. And there are a few places I would really recommend, which I have listed in my downloadable PDF, is outstanding value for money, and they are so professional really. And back in Europe here, it would cost us so much, and there it's way cheaper. Another bonus tip is the type of accommodation. Now at the beginning I told you which areas to stay, but now I'm going to say what type of accommodation. It's very important. If you want to create an authentic travel experience, you stay in some kind of beautiful homestay or a beautiful villa overlooking the rice fields, overlooking the forests. There are some which are even bamboo themed as well. Beautifully done. I will put some links in my downloadable guide as well, and also you can do your own research as well, but it's highly recommend that you stay at least a few days in this kind of authentic places to have this real Balinese experience, and also try to stay with a family sometimes, which will really add on to your beautiful experience. Next bonus tip is arranging a transport from your accommodation to pick you up from the airport. Do not think that you can just land, get a taxi. This is one of the biggest mistakes you will do, because there is hundreds of those taxi drivers standing and they will hassle you like hell. So definitely it would be wise to just already arrange it from the accommodation you are staying. One of my other bonus tip is bring lots of sunscreen, as you can imagine, light clothing as well, but also bring the hygiene gel, because a lot of people do get a bit of upset tummy while in Bali, even though you're drinking bottled water, but it's the hand which is giving you the bacteria. So definitely it's a good idea to bring an antibacterial gel and keep using it also. I have listed many useful tips and advices in my downloadable guide and also the travel checklist, so that you definitely don't forget all the necessary things, all the important things, and you have a calm, peaceful and amazing holiday and do not worry about anything else. So please like this video, subscribe to my channel for more videos, and also watch my other travel tips on Nusa Penida, also on India. Thank you so much for watching. Comment if you have any questions. I would try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. See you in my other video.